You will only see here on Channel 3, a growing number of Middlebury residents are voicing their concerns about weed removal in a local lake.
The nonprofit that maintains that lake voted to use a chemical pesticide on an invasive species.
And Channel 3 Waterbury Bureau Chief Audrey Russo has more on the decision.
Below the surface of Lake Quassapaug's waters grows a problem spreading like wildfire.
There are the invasive weeds, and the one that we have here is called milfoil.
Milfoil weeds in this Middlebury lake that for years have been removed by a chemical-free but labor-intensive process.
We've hired a company that has divers that go down. They hand pull the milfoil.
But Garrett Moore, who's on the board of the Lake Quassapaug Association, says the nonprofit can't spare more money on this increasingly ineffective method.
They can't stay ahead of it. If we had all the money in the world, it still doesn't solve the problem.
Which is why the board recently voted to test out a chemical pesticide, Pesticide.
It's like the smart bomb of chemicals. It's applied under the surface of the water. It's not a surface application.
Now, those with the Lakes Association say they're only going to put the Pesticide in this shallow 10-acre area of the lake. And they say they're going to study the chemical's effect before laying down more.
You know, it's quicker, it's cheaper. It'll definitely kill the weeds.
But what are you concerned about?
I'm concerned about, the results of chemicals.
Eric Shenfield, secretary of the Lake Quassapaug Sportsman Club, fears the chemical could have long-term effects on other wildlife.
What are they going to do to our children? What's it going to do to the lake, to the fish?
He started a petition that already has more than 500 signatures, hoping to stop the first test application of Pesticide in May.
It's different than other pesticides where you dump it in the water and it goes everywhere.
We spoke with Quinnipiac University professor of biological sciences Lisa Kaplan about Pesticide. She says it's a synthetic hormone that kills weeds like milfoil quickly. She also says the chemical adheres to the plant tightly when used according to the label, so the risk of drifting is low.
It's not hurting creatures with backbones. Those are vertebrates. It's not hurting invertebrates, and that's really critical.
She also says there's no current evidence of serious health problems stemming from Pesticide.
There's no way to say 100%, but based on the data and based on review by the EPA, it appears that this is a good option.
If we do nothing, then the weeds win.
Others are more hesitant about taking that plunge.
Who knows what chemicals are going to do.
In Middlebury, Audrey Russo, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.